So the Ground Zero GZRW38D2. 38 relates to the amount of centimetres it is, D2 relates to the coils that it is. On the top of the box it says 38/15 inches. However, I googled it and it's actually 14.961 inches, but if you're a bit short on inches, sometimes it's okay to make them up. Without further ado, let's crack this thing open and see what it looks like. So I'm quite pleased to see the Ground Zero ship this in a fairly standard sub fashion. Didn't expect anything less from the Germans. First rule of shipping, as Derek Haddock always says, is bag everything. They bagged it. Let's quickly run through some specifications. So we got 1000 watts RMS. The website says it'll take about 1500, but I'm assuming that is if it's clean. A bit further down we have a steel basket. I missed that, steel basket. Now these sections are thinner, however they are purely for decoration. Your strength comes from these fins here, which are much thicker than these sections. So don't worry about that, because obviously these bits look thin, but these bits are obviously a lot chunkier. We have normal push terminals, they look like 8 gauge in there. I reckon we could just about get in. Single tinsel leads, which is about right for a 1000 RMS subwoofer. We then have what feels like a single spider. What does that look dirty? Feels like a single spider on there. So hopefully this sub is efficient. Although the website says it's only about 85 dB per watt per meter efficiency. So that's interesting. So if we turn the sub over, you'll be able to see that this cone is obviously still pretty lumpy, which means it's a non-pressed paper cone, which my understanding is that that gives it quite a lot more rigidity, which is obviously what you want if you're going for a bit of a street baser. The motor, not a bad size. I'll take the boot off in a minute and we'll see what it looks like underneath there. And the coil, if we can get in here, which we can't, let me change. Coil, which you can just about make in there. There's 2 coils in there, both dual 2 ohm. It looks like round wire to me. So that's a 3-inch coil, which roughly pars up with what they're saying the RMS is, and I would hope to take about 1500 of clean power. Let's take this boot off and see if Ground Zero are doing the dirty on us and they've actually just got this thick of rubber on it. Let's have a look. So I'm not going to take the boot all the way off because it's cold and it's a nightmare to get back on. But you can see there is a lip. So whilst the boot is slightly thicker, they've not compromised massively and they've not tried to hide anything. So that's nice. So this sub was purchased for £214.99 from crowncustomscaraudio.com. Now this thing claims to have 2 inches of peak to peak. Let's see if it can do that. So you'll have to excuse the ghetto nature of the setup. So I've got a power supply down behind that going into this battery, which is in focus, into an Alpine V12. And then this is wired in series up to 4 ohm, because that amp will do 400 watt of 4 ohm. And the only other amp I've got is a solid audio, or like a 4K Lanzo. I didn't really want to pull that out. So let's get it moving. Yeah, let's go for it. Fucking hell, my garage is moving. And that's me signing out. So until next time, stay ugly.